Justin Bieber, whether you love him, hate him, or don't care at all, it's undeniable that he's been one of the most significant pop culture figures of the last 2 decades. From his YouTube debut to becoming a global pop sensation, Bieber has been on a ride that most people can only dream of in dreams. Fame, fortune, millions of fans screaming his name, all at the age when most teenagers are just trying to figure out who they are. But behind the glossy image of the teen heartthrob lies a story that is far more complicated, far more human, and in many ways, far more tragic. Today, we dive deep into the life of Justin Bieber, uncovering how he barely survived the ruthless machine that is Hollywood. From child star to global superstar, Justin's journey has been filled with highs that seemed unattainable and lows that seemed inescapable. Hollywood almost chewed him up and spat him out. Let's take a closer look at how Justin Bieber nearly lost it all and managed to come out on the other side stronger than ever. The pressure cooker of fame. When Justin Bieber was first discovered on YouTube back in 2007, he was just another kid with a guitar and a dream. Little did he know that posting those videos would change his life forever. At 13, he was catapulted into the spotlight, signing with major record labels and quickly becoming a household name. His hit songs like Baby and One Time turned him into an international sensation. But with fame comes an overwhelming amount of pressure, especially for someone so young. Justin's rise to fame was meteoric. Almost overnight, he went from being a normal kid from Canada to performing sold-out shows around the world. His face was plastered on posters, magazines, and every teenage girl's bedroom wall. He was the epitome of the perfect teenage boy: good looks, talent, and charm. But as the media focused on his every move, the world began to scrutinize him like never before. Every action Justin took, every word he said, was magnified under the relentless lens of the media. And it wasn't just his music career that was making headlines. The pressures of fame began to take a toll on him early on, especially as his personal life became a constant source of gossip. It wasn't long before Bieber started acting out, pushing back against the suffocating expectations of stardom. By the early 2010s, the cracks in Bieber's public image started to show. What was once seen as the sweet, innocent boy next door began transforming into something far more controversial. The turning point: public backlash. As the spotlight intensified, Justin's behavior began to spiral. What was once adorable and wholesome began to fade, replaced by reports of bad behavior, public outbursts, and shocking incidents that turned him from a beloved teen idol to one of the most hated celebrities in the industry. Around 2012, Justin began to show signs of rebellion, which only fueled the media frenzy. He was seen lashing out at photographers, causing public scenes, and generally confirming the public's suspicions that he was turning into an entitled celebrity. The narrative of Justin Bieber being just another spoiled rich brat was solidified in the media. Headlines painted him as arrogant, and the world began to root for his downfall. But what most people didn't see, or didn't care to see, was the real reason behind Justin's seemingly erratic behavior. Behind the scenes, Justin was dealing with incredible amounts of stress and pressure. Fame had consumed his life, and he was desperately trying to find an escape: unwanted attention. The dark side of fame. One of the most challenging parts of Justin's fame was how often he was objectified and treated disrespectfully by the media, fans, and even fellow celebrities. Many remember Justin's infamous interview with David Letterman, where the host grabbed Justin's arm and ridiculed his tattoos. While Letterman's actions seemed to be in jest, it was yet another reminder that Justin wasn't seen as a person, he was seen as a product. This pattern wasn't exclusive to Letterman. Justin endured numerous instances of inappropriate behavior, often being treated in ways that would raise eyebrows if the roles were reversed. Katy Perry couldn't resist grabbing his butt during an award show, and Jenny McCarthy kissed and groped him on stage, later bragging about it on social media. It wasn't just the physical contact that made Justin uncomfortable, it was the overwhelming feeling that his boundaries were constantly being violated. Even during interviews, he was often asked inappropriate questions about his personal life, including his sexuality, which made him visibly uncomfortable. But as a young star, Justin had no choice but to endure it all with a forced smile. Justin's encounters with the media weren't always so innocent. He was often harassed, mocked, and disrespected during interviews, with his every move scrutinized. Despite the occasional uncomfortable moment going viral, the narrative in the media was never about how Justin was being treated. It was always about how he deserved it because of his status. The downward spiral, controversies and scandals. By 2013, Justin's life seemed to be spinning out of control. His controversies were becoming headline news, and his image was taking a serious hit. From getting caught with drugs to reckless driving and even spitting on fans, Justin was becoming the poster child for the Hollywood bad boy. One of the most talked about controversies was Justin's 2014 egging incident, where he was caught throwing eggs at his neighbor's house. The incident, while minor in the grand scheme of things, led to a highly publicized court case and a hefty fine. It was moments like this that led people to label Justin as a spoiled, out-of-control celebrity who thought he was above the law. Later that same year, Justin was arrested for drag racing under the influence in Miami. The image of his mugshot, where he's seen grinning from ear to ear, was splashed across every news outlet. The arrest was a wake-up call for many, showing just how far Justin had fallen from the squeaky clean image he once had. It seemed like Justin was headed down the same destructive path as so many other child stars before him, like Britney Spears and Lindsay Lohan. The public was waiting for him to crash and burn. The struggles with addiction. What the public didn't know was that behind all the headlines, Justin was struggling with something far more dangerous: addiction. Like many young stars who rise to fame too quickly, Justin turned to drugs to cope with the pressure and the emptiness that fame often brings. Justin later admitted in interviews that his drug use had gotten out of control. He was using marijuana, popping pills, and even experimenting with harder substances like lean and Molly. The drugs were his way of escaping the relentless pressure of being in the public eye. But it wasn't just the fame that was weighing on him. Justin was also dealing with deep-rooted issues of anxiety and depression. During this time, Justin's public outbursts and reckless behavior were more than just the actions of a spoiled celebrity. They were cries for help. Behind the scenes, Justin was struggling to keep it together. He was overwhelmed, lonely, and felt like he had no one to turn to. His support system was fragile, and Hollywood's ruthless machine was only making things worse. Redemption, the turning point. Just when it seemed like Justin's career was destined for disaster, he made a dramatic turn. In 2015, after a brief hiatus, Justin returned to the music scene with a new sound and a new perspective. His collaboration with Skrillex on Where Are You Now and the release of his album Purpose marked the beginning of Justin's comeback. Justin wasn't just back with new music, he was back with a new attitude. He openly apologized for his past mistakes, taking responsibility for his actions and acknowledging how much he had changed. The hit single Sorry became not just a pop anthem, but also a symbolic apology to his fans and the world for his past behavior. But even with his redemption arc, Justin's struggles were far from over. His mental health continued to be a challenge. In interviews, he opened up about his battle with anxiety and depression, revealing that despite his success, he often felt empty inside. He admitted to feeling lost and not knowing how to cope with the immense pressure that came with being a global superstar. The role of faith and family. In the years following his return to the spotlight, Justin found solace in his faith and his relationship with model Hailey Baldwin, whom he married in 2018. He credits Hailey and his Christian faith, with helping him turn his life around, providing him with the stability and support he had long been missing. Justin's marriage to Hailey marked a new chapter in his life. He found in her not only love, but also an anchor amidst the chaos of his past. Together, they navigated the complexities of life in the public eye, supporting each other through the ups and downs that come with fame. Justin often speaks about how Hailey helped him rediscover his sense of self and encouraged him to be more open about his struggles. Hailey's unwavering support became instrumental in Justin's healing process. They would often share moments of vulnerability, discussing their feelings and fears, allowing them to grow stronger together. In interviews, Justin has described how important it was for him to have someone by his side who understood the pressures of fame. "Hailey has been my rock," he said. "She keeps me grounded and helps me remember who I am beyond the music." Their relationship also inspired Justin to embrace his faith more deeply. He began attending church regularly and openly discussed the role of spirituality in his life. He acknowledges that his faith has been a guiding light, providing him with a sense of purpose and clarity. "Without my faith, I don't know where I would be," he reflected in an interview. "It's helped me find peace and direction, especially during turbulent times." Navigating mental health. As Justin continued to navigate his personal and professional life, mental health remained a significant focus for him. The pressures of being in the public eye can take a toll on anyone, but for Justin, it was a constant battle. He began advocating for mental health awareness, sharing his story in hopes of helping others who might be facing similar struggles. Justin has often spoken candidly about his experiences with anxiety and depression. He emphasized the importance of seeking help and being open about one's feelings. "I want people to know that it's okay to not be okay," he stated during one of his interviews. "We all go through tough times, and it's essential to talk about it." His willingness to discuss mental health issues helped destigmatize these conversations, especially within the entertainment industry. He used his platform to raise awareness, encouraging fans to prioritize their well-being and seek professional help if needed. Social media played a dual role in Justin's life during this period. On one hand, it served as a source of connection and positivity, allowing him to interact with his fans and share his journey. On the other hand, it remained a reminder of the intense scrutiny he faced. Despite the challenges, he learned to manage his online presence more effectively, choosing to share moments of authenticity rather than perfection. In an effort to reclaim his narrative, Justin began sharing glimpses of his everyday life on social media, posting candid moments with Hailey, snippets from his music-making process, and reflections on his journey. This shift allowed fans to see a more relatable and human side of him, helping to rebuild trust and connection. The music comeback. In 2020, Justin released his fifth studio album, Changes, which marked a significant evolution in his sound and lyrical content. The album delves into themes of love, growth, and self-discovery, reflecting his personal journey over the past few years. Collaborating with various artists and producers, Justin showcased a more mature sound, blending R&B, pop, and hip-hop influences. The lead single, Yummy, may not have received the critical acclaim of his previous hits, but it still made waves on the charts, solidifying his place in the music industry. The album resonated with many fans, particularly those who had followed him through his struggles and witnessed his transformation. With each new project, Justin seems to embrace authenticity more than ever. His willingness to be vulnerable in his music allows listeners to connect with him on a deeper level. Tracks like Intentions and Forever highlight not only his growth as an artist, but also his commitment to being genuine. In interviews surrounding the album's release, Justin reflected on the importance of staying true to himself. "I've learned that being real is the only way to go," he said. "I want my music to reflect who I am today, not who I was years ago." The road ahead. As Justin continues his journey, He remains focused on creating music that speaks to his experiences and resonates with his fans. His evolution as an artist and individual showcases the power of resilience and growth. While he has faced immense challenges, Justin's determination to rise above the chaos and find his footing in an unforgiving industry is truly commendable. So, what do you think, guys? Does Justin's story inspire you to never give up and keep pushing through the struggles? Well, let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content. Until next time, stay strong and keep chasing your dreams.